Coach Barry, stroke survivor, stroke warrior. Having to talk about how my life has changed. Pre-stroke, I lived a very healthy lifestyle. I was a retired rugby player. Professional rugby coach. Just didn't realize that my BP was very high, especially the diastolic. When I suffered a stroke, my BP was 198 over 90. I do not know how I survived, but all I know is that God gave me a second chance. Being disabled takes a toll on a person who once was able. The way I used to look at disabled people pre-stroke, I used to think that it was just somebody else's problem. Whether I jump into a bus or I jump into a taxi, I never used to see anybody disabled. To me, they were just non-existent. But now, living life as a person with disabilities or a person with a disability, I finally understand that God opened up my eyes and He was preparing me for the journey that was to come ahead in time. I found my healing in an organization called Wheelchair Rugby Association of South Africa, where I deal a lot with people with disabilities. I don't really wish that I could change anything about my life right now. I feel I'm a better man. Though days are hard when people discriminate against people with disabilities. But yeah, God never puts you in a situation where He knows that you cannot swim out. God never puts you in a situation that He knows you won't be able to survive, because He says, step up and I'll make your crooked path straight. And storms won't last very long. People with disabilities are human beings also. And having to be accepted by people with disabilities as one of them has made me realize that all my life I've been blind, and all my life I've been existing. I haven't been alive. Being in a league of extraordinary gentlemen is a gift from God. Being in a life amongst people that are chosen and people that are special is a blessing. There's a whole lot of things that able people overlook over disability, or when they think that they're advocating for people with disabilities, they only make decisions based on what makes sense to them, but not decisions based on what really affects people with disabilities. I've made it my mission, and I believe that God put me on this path because He knew that I would have a passion to speak for people with disabilities, as one of them, since I am affected by most of the processes and procedures that are in place for athletes with disabilities, people with disabilities, individuals with disabilities in the workplace, on the field, access to health care, access to information, a whole lot of things that are built or establishment or structures that are there do not cater for people with disabilities. Do not judge us by our ability to walk, but our ability to work. We are hurt but not broken. Coach Barry, stroke warrior, stroke survivor. Life is beautiful.